Hey everyone, it's Sean, and I'm back with another benchmark. Pretty much since my first video, people have told me that I should do more commentary on these benchmarks, and I've kinda ignored it this whole time and figured that the benchmarks alone were enough. But since I've got more time now, I feel like I can do commentary on most of the new game releases and some indie ones depending on if they need it or not. So starting with this video, I decided to just say fuck it and start doing more commentaries. I feel like it'll add more to the video rather than just a video of the game. If you haven't noticed, I've been doing longer videos as of lately, and that's because I felt like the shorter ones didn't show enough of the game when compared to a benchmark that's almost 15 minutes. Since they're so long, I feel like adding a commentary to these can help add more to the video, so that's what I'm doing. If you couldn't tell by the title, I'm kicking it off with Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. The devs were very kind and supplied me with the key to the game so that I could create content on it. So a big thank you goes out to them. And also, before I get into the video, please recommend some games that I should do this commentary format on for future videos, and I'll get to working on them. Just know that the benchmarks with commentary will take slightly longer to make, but I'll try my best to get them out regularly. But anyway, it's enough talking, let's get into the benchmark. So to start it off, we're going to take a look at the settings and see what it has and what it's missing. The first set of options is what you'd expect. There's an option to set it windowed, and there's also a VSync option. One thing that's missing here is a borderless window option. This isn't a big deal because you can get a third-party program such as Borderless Gaming, and that'll do just that. However, it would be nice to have the feature built into the game. I'd also like to mention that there is an option to set an overall quality or set a preset, but for some reason this option became grayed out for me after my first launch and I can't get it anymore. So I have to go into advanced options and change the graphics myself. It's not too big of a deal, but it's just a weird thing. Straight off the bat in the advanced options, I can see that it's missing a texture quality option. At first I thought it was bundled in with object detail, but when comparing VRAM usage between very high to medium, there's almost no difference, and you'll see this in the benchmark. Everything else seems pretty normal, however I do wish ambient occlusion was a separate option because I'm pretty sure this is bundled in with post-processing. A lot of games do this and it's pretty annoying. But anyway, with the settings over with, let's go in game. I've gotten past the prologue and I'm now in the open world, so that's where I'll be doing most of the testing. This is probably a good time to mention that the devs have made an announcement that they are actively working on optimization and that it is taking priority over everything and even extra content. So keep in mind that performance can and most likely will improve over time. One thing that I have to address is the loading times. On the screen you can see me loading into the game with a timer in the bottom right. The loading times on this game are ridiculous. I'm not using an SSD for this game, however even GTA loads faster than this. Loading times are also something that the devs are working on, so hopefully this gets fixed. So taking a look at the gameplay itself, you can see what I meant when I said that the game uses the same amount of VRAM on all of the presets. This is because there's no texture option in the game that you can change. I'm assuming the game detects how much VRAM you have and sets the option accordingly, but it would be better if they gave us a choice. Before I talk about the performance, just keep in mind that Relive is taking about 4 to 5 FPS off in this game. No idea why, but it does. Anyway, you can see that there is quite the drop in FPS coming from high to very high, and I'm 100% sure this is because of the shadow and shader options. If you put everything on very high and turn the shadow and shader options to high, you can probably achieve the same FPS as on the high preset. Moving on to gameplay while driving, the FPS does take a bit of a hit when you're driving at full speed, especially on very high, and you can't really avoid it, it's just a problem with the optimization. The high and medium presets, however, can handle driving fairly well without dropping too far below 60. Overall, I feel like using the very high preset with a mix of high will be your best bet when playing. At the end of the video, I show the optimal settings, so stay tuned for that. That's really all I have to say about the game. The optimization isn't very good at this point in time, and as I said before, optimization seems to be CI Games' top priority at the moment, so I feel like the optimization will get better. Once again, I'd like to thank the devs for providing the key. And with that being said, I'm done for now, so enjoy the rest of the benchmark.
Q didn't brief you?
Yeah, they did, but I want to hear it from you.
Okay, Whiskey Foxtrot Sierra, sir. Big uptick in separatist activity in this part of Georgia.
Okay, get ready. You got some time before the target arrives. Use your scopes to scout the area.
Multiple tangos in the vicinity.
Copy. Look around and remember to hold your fire before the target arrives.
Roger. They've got a mortar. Seems like they're ready for us.
Too many guards there right now. Stay low.
I see a sniper nest above the checkpoint.
They're all well-trained and dangerous bastards. It may be a good idea to take him down before the situation gets hot. Your call.
I think I got him. The guy looks like Kovac. Fits the description. Waiting for confirmation.
Confirmed. It's Kovac. Target vehicle is approaching your location. About 250 meters. Get ready.
Big guy's getting out of the car. It's Zaitsev. Waiting for confirmation.
Identity confirmed. Wait for a good moment. You may kill two birds with one stone. Fire when ready.
Copy. All targets dead.
Confirmed. Exfiltrate the area. And awe.
Copy. Out.
You're almost there. I've marked the suitable sniping spot on your GPS.
on site.
Copy. Get comfy. I'll keep you informed. Okay, get ready. You got some time before the target arrives. Use your scopes to scout the area.
Multiple tangos in the vicinity.
Copy. Look around and remember to hold your fire before the target arrives.
Roger. They've got a mortar. Seems like they're ready for us.
Too many guards there right now. Stay low.
I see a sniper nest above the checkpoint.
They're all well-trained and dangerous bastards. It may be a good idea to take him down before the situation gets hot. Your call.